Hey, thank you for joining me today. This is Pastor Lafayette, and we are in Psalm chapter 27. It's been a slow psalm, but we're going to pick it up here, see what happens. We have finished through verse 4, and I'm just going to pick it up and read in verse 5 and comment on these verses. For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret place of his tabernacle, he shall hide me. He shall set me high upon a rock. And now my head shall be lifted up above all my enemies, or above my enemies all around me. Therefore I will offer sacrifices of joy in his tabernacle. I will sing, yes, I will sing praises to the Lord. As I'm reading this, I've been thinking about this psalm a lot. David is so completely sure that God will save him, that he can trust the Lord, that he places everything, all of his hope, everything in the God basket, we'll call it, all of his eggs in one basket. He believes that God is the one, that his God is the one who will save him. In verse 4, when he begins to talk about the dwelling place, dwelling with the Lord and in his presence, he sets himself up to say, listen, I'm called to be his. And then he says that when anything, I know that if I will draw close to him, and that if I will remain close to him, that in the time of trouble, he'll hold me, he'll keep me, he'll shield me, he'll protect me, he'll lift me up. He said, and then my head will be lifted above my enemies all around me. And I was thinking about this. I think that a lot of times we let our circumstances, the issues in our life that surround us, to distract us from the answer, to distract us from passing through. We can't see the other side. We've allowed things to stand around us. Hence the word circumstances. The word circumstances means things which stand around you. And David here says something very powerful. He says, now my head will be lifted up above my enemies. Before that he said, he'll set me up on a high rock. So the Lord is setting us up. My head will be lifted up above my enemies. So instead of looking at all of your circumstances, all those things that stand around you, that seem to encircle you and encumber you, when you lift your head up, it allows you to see from a different perspective. As the Lord lifts you and you raise your head, you begin to see above your enemies, above your circumstances. And you realize that the answer is in him, and that he will carry you through this thing. He will lift you up. He will hide you, whatever he has to do, but he will get you through this thing as well. You can trust in the Lord. Verse 7 says, hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. When you said, seek my face, my heart said to you, your face, Lord, I will seek. So he says in the last of verse 6 that he'll offer sacrifices of joy. He'll sing praises to the Lord. And then he says, and Lord, when I call upon you, when I cry with my voice, have mercy upon me, answer me. And he said that, Lord, remember when you instructed us to seek your face? He said, Lord, I seek your face. Lord, I am seeking your face. I am seeking you. I'm not just seeking your hand. It's not that I just want your stuff. I want your favor. I want to be able to stand in your presence without sin, without wickedness, without barrier, to stand before you in confidence with complete hope. So, Lord, I seek your face. not just what you can give me, but I want to know your ways. And I think David probably was referring to knowing the ways of God because he mentions that further in Psalm, I think, 107. He mentions that that Israel knew the acts of God and Moses knew his ways. And I believe that David even here is saying, Lord, I want to seek your face, not your wallet, not your hand, not to see what you can give me. I just want to know you and be acquainted with your ways. So, Lord, when you said for me to seek your face, I've done it. You know, he still is saying, seek my face. And if you will seek his face, you will find that you are in a place of extreme richness, and he'll bless you abundantly. No, not because he just wants to keep you happy and give you all kinds of things, but because you'll know his ways. You'll know him, and he'll know you. He's seeking for a relationship today. Thank you for joining me. We'll pick up tomorrow. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.